Okay, now we're going to do the June 2012 variant 3.1. You work for the Extreme Adventure Holiday Company in Switzerland. They have 37 employees and they use a spreadsheet to record hours worked and their pay. All currency has to be in euros and 2 decimal places. Load the file j12employees.csv. So ICT course, June 2012, paper 3. We're doing variant 3.1 and you will open up J12 employees. Okay, and makes some of the columns slightly larger so you can see all the information. So place your name, center number, candidate number, center aligned in the header of this file. So go to insert, header footer. In here you write your name, center number, and candidate number. So on the left in the footer, the text week 27. So we go to footer, click on the left and type in week 27. And on the right in the footer, last edited on, followed by today's date and time. So on the right, last edited on, and I click on the current date and current time. Click on the spreadsheet and view normal. Scroll back up, that's my header footer, complete. Merge cells A1 to G1 so they become a single cell. So I select cells A1 to G1, click on home and merge cells. Format the text in the cell so it's white 24-point serif font and it has a black background. Center align the contents of the cell. So a center line got to be 24 point and times New Roman. So I change the size to 24. The font I change to Times New Roman, which is a serif font. The background, it has to be black. But then the text has to be white, so you can read it. Okay. Format cells B5 to B8 as currency. I select cells B5 to B8, right click, format cells, I choose currency, and I have to choose euros, so scroll down until you find euro, press OK, and that's complete. Save the data model and print a copy of A3 to B20 only. Make sure all the contents of the cell in the range are fully visible and it fits on the portrait page. So I select cells A3 to B20, office, print selection, let's preview it. Okay, everything is visible and it fits on a single portrait page. Print it, and I close print preview. Use the cells A12 to B20 to create a named range called JC. So A12 to B20. So let's click on A12 to B20. I call this JC and I press enter. Show evidence of this named range. So you can click on formulas, name manager. I'll extend this so you can see A12 to B20. I press print screen and then I'll open up Microsoft Word and this will be my evidence document, and I've pasted inside my evidence document. You crop the edges. Just scroll down a little bit. In cell D24 use a lookup function, so that will be Vlookup to show job description. use the code column for the lookup value, and the range JC for the array. So it's told you what to use. You got to use the code column for the lookup value, and the range got to be JC array. So let's make job description slightly larger. So in here, I need to use a VLOOKUP. So basically what I want to do, I want to look up the job code in this table, and I want to show the second column in this table. Okay, the lookup value is A24. Okay, it's not going to be any one of these. Remember, the lookup value has to be in the same table you're using your function. The table array is a separate table, which is an outside of the table we're using the VLOOKUP in. But this is one table here, and this is another table here. So the lookup value will be in the same table we're doing the function. So I'll show you how to do it from insert function. Click on VLOOKUP and click on OK. The lookup value will be A24. Our table array would be JC. We want to show the second column in this table, and we want an exact match. You press OK. Make that slightly larger. Let's have a look at the function equals VLOOKUP. Look up A24 in this table JC, show the second column, and it has to be an exact match. I'll double click to replicate this formula down the bottom of the column. Column again slightly larger. So in cell F61, use a function to calculate the total number of hours worked by all the employees. So in cell F61, so I click in cell F61. So in this cell here, I'm going to do equal sum. I'm going to sum up total hours worked, and then press enter. So this over here is the total hours worked. So next to it, I just write total hours. In cell, step number 52, in cell G24, use a formula to calculate the pay for this employee. This will look up, so we know it's going to be a VLOOKUP. The rate of pay from the pay rates table and multiply by the number of hours worked. This has to include absolute, range, and two relative references. I must not include a named range. So an absolute range means we've got to include $signs somewhere in the formula. So let's have a look what we have to do. So in pay, we have to look up their pay code in this table. We've got to show how much they get paid and times it by the hours worked. So it's going to be, we start off the VLOOKUP function. So insert function, VLOOKUP, press OK. So the lookup value will be pay code. We don't forget the lookup value has to be in the same table as we're using the function in. Don't start clicking on cells in pay rates. It has to be in the same table. The table array now would be the pay rates, and this I have to put $signs in front of. I want to show the second column in this table, and I want an exact match. Press OK. So this is how much Annie gets paid per hour, as this pay code is 8. So this is looked up in this table, and it shows the second column of the table. But we haven't finished yet. He's worked 10 hours. So we've got to multiply the pay rate by hours worked. And let's have a look at the formula. Equals VLOOKUP. C24 is the lookup value, A5 to B8 in $signs. Absolute cell referencing is our array. We show the second column, and it has to be an exact match. Once we find a pay rate, we times it by the hours worked, and then this you can drag down so it's replicated in all the cells. So I select the cells, right click, format cells, choose currency, and I'm going to put these into euro, and I press OK. So in cell G61, use a function to calculate the total weekly wage bill. Choose an appropriate format for this cell. So in cell CG61, I'm going to do another sum. So equal sum, and this time I'm going to add up all their pay. And press enter. It's already in euros, and it's to 2 decimal places. Save the spreadsheet and print the formula and functions in landscape orientation. Make sure the printout fits on 1 page wide. So when you save this, you got to save as an Excel workbook. Make sure it's in your work folders, and then click on save. Okay, you got to show the formulas and functions used. So you click on formulas, then you click on show formulas. I double click columns, so everything fits neatly when I print out my work, and I can see all the formula. So now click on the office icon, print, and print active sheet, preview, page setup. You've got to be on landscape. It's got to be 1 page wide, but I choose 2 pages tall, so the information is not too close together. I press OK, just have a look at it. Okay, I can see all my headings, I can see all my values. Let's have a look at the next page. Okay, so this is 1 page wide and 2 pages tall. I print, and then I close print preview. Hide rows 3 to 21. So I'm going to hide rows 3 to 21. Have a look at the mouse. Change to a black arrow, and I select my rows I want to hide. Okay, I right click and I click on hide. Now we're going to print the spreadsheet showing the values. Make sure everything is fully visible and fits on single page wide. So I take off show formulas. I'm going to double click on the columns so you can see all the labels and information. I click on the office icon, print, let's preview it. Okay, it fits on a single page wide. I can see all my information, and so I print it, then I close print preview. So now I've got to hide row 61 and leave rows 3 to 21 hidden. So I scroll down and I select row 61, right click, hide. Now we're going to extract only the employees with the word snowboard in their job description who have worked 25 or more hours. So snowboard got to be in their job description, and it's an extraction, so it's a filter. Click on a heading, click on data, filter, and go to job description and contains, and I type in snowboard, press OK. This is everyone with snowboard in the job description, and hours worked has to be 25 or more hours, so I've got to include 25 as well. So hours worked, number filters greater than or equal to 25. I press OK, and this is everyone with snowboard in the job description who have worked 25 or more hours. Print the extract showing the values and make sure it fits on a single page wide. So I click on the office icon, print, preview it. Okay, it fits on a single page, page 1 of 1. It's on a single page wide. It's only 1 page tall because there's not so much information. I can see all my headings. I will print it, then I close print preview. Save the spreadsheet and save and print your evidence document. So now I just click on the save button because I saved as earlier. And my evidence document, I'd print it and save it. So you save it into your work folders, June 2012 V1, and I save it inside there. So I can close my evidence document. The spreadsheet is complete. I can close my spreadsheet, and that's the question now complete. So I close the paper.